In today's video, I lose my sanity obtaining ARX's new Update 1 units. The boss has been on an absolute roll. 4 1% drop units. Oh my gosh, I just love it. With 2 1% drop Evo materials. Man. Oh, and evolution materials spread out across 4 different stages. This update was a struggle. I really did get farmed. Like, subscribe, enjoy the fucking video. Alright, what's going on, you guys? So, the newly released ARX just released their Update 1. We're going to be checking it out and hopefully obtaining all the units or whatever. So, I believe this is a Tokyo Ghoul update. There's not much Tokyo Ghoul stuff going around. Are they banner units? I hope not, because I saved literally no gems. Oh, it's not Tokyo Ghoul, it's JJK. Okay, it's a JJK update. Yeah, we do have some banner units here. We have Hikari and we have Toji. Is there anyone else here, or is it just those two? Just Hikari and Toji. So I didn't see any new NPCs laying around. Oh, let me turn on my graphics. This probably looks terrible. Yeah, so sorry for that. I was wondering why the game looked bad. I peeped this guy in the corner. So we have 2 things here. We have Calamity and we have a shop. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Gojo, that does not look natural. That is not looking good. And what are those? Are those burritos? Is the currency burritos, bro? So we have a Gorodo here. No idea who that would be for. King's Shrine. That's for Sukuna, of course. So is there no story stage? Is it just this event? Okay, no. Whoa, there's Misk? Okay, this is just the Calamity event. 0.25% Sukuna. Okay. Oh, there's a raid as well. Yuta. Oh my god, bro. This guy used to traumatize this game. I wonder if he's still as broken as he was. This does look like a completely different Yuta, though, to be fair, so it's probably not the same one. But I guess all we're going to do is just go ahead and get started with the story stage. Now we're going to do Nightmare. Is this the... No, I was going to say, is this the same map from Anime Paradox? Oh, this map has caveats? I don't even know what that just said. Or not caveats, or I guess you could use that. This map has stage mechanics. So these guys have about 9k health. They're not too crazy. Yeah, man, I'm over here thinking this is a Tokyo Ghoul update. Because I see the Tokyo incident when I'm, or when I was checking the update log. And I was like, oh shit, we're getting a Tokyo Ghoul update? That's fire. But for some reason, games don't know how to make Tokyo Ghoul updates. E.g., Anime Paradox. That update was fucking terrible. I'm not farming that. Yeah, so we beat it in 43 seconds with 3x. Now... Oh, it says be scared. The ops have passives. Do they? The rushers do. Oh, they do. This enemy is a rusher. Each time this enemy is attacked, it gains minus 5% attack cooldown. Okay, I guess. I mean, really, there's nothing crazy here, but I'm thinking that Calamity event, since the Sukuna is 0.25, you're obviously going to be farming that for a long time. But I think that's actually pretty good, believe it or not. Because you can actually get some stuff there, like you can get soul fragments. So far, there's been no way to really get them. You get them when you complete all the player quests or the player trials, and you also can get them from the shop for like 15k gold, which is crazy, by the way. So we actually have some stuff to farm here, which is really good. You know, at this point, I feel like I've already kind of, you know, caught up to the best of my capabilities. But, you know, I'm wondering who we're going to go for first. Maybe we just get Sukuna out the way and then go for Yuta later. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. But yeah, most of these stages are pretty much the same. My units are just running to the base and killing it, literally. So I'll see you guys when we're done with this. Alright, you guys, we're back. Pretty much cleared through the entire story. Now, let me tell you guys what I've learned. So this story stage, this really doesn't give much. Or I guess it gives Curse Stone. That's probably used for something. The Ranger stage drops Yuki. Now, she's another secret, 0.25. These units do have pity, by the way. I think it's like 250 run pity. I saw that when I beat the stage. So these people do have pity. That's kind of new. The ARX I played didn't have pity, so that's already an improvement. Now, raids, I haven't went for Yuta yet. I think we're going to try out the Calamity stage. Oh, this has difficulties. 1%. Should we just try Nightmare? We're just going to try Nightmare. I can't imagine it being that difficult. So we are on the same map, but it's night this time? Okay. That's cool. So, what does Nightmare entail? What are we looking like here? 50k, Maharaga, 2.85 mil. It's like a dungeon stage, kind of. So, wave 1 of 1. Why do they keep spawning if it's wave 1 of 1? Does this raid end when you kill Maharaga? I mean, we have ultimate here as well. I'm just going to pop this. This might just kill him. No. Why is he taking no damage? Wait, we lost? How did we lose? Hold on, Mahoraga has some passive. He takes like no damage after a while. I'm guessing this guy builds up damage reduction or some stuff like that, and you need like a bleed unit to stop it. Hold on, I'll see after I max my Eto. Okay, Mahoraga. Adaptation. Every 10 attacks received, gain 1 adaptation stack and reduce all incoming damage by 10% up to 100%. At 50% adaptation, perform world slash and deletes all units in range. At 100% adaptation, players lose instantly. So you have to kill him before he does that, is what it sounds like. Oh no, Eto, please, hurry up. Yeah, okay. I see what we do. Okay, let's try this. So we're gonna autoplay, right? I think the strat is you don't want everyone to be M1ing at once, because if they're constantly M1ing, then of course he's just going to build his thing immediately. We want to get Eto out alone, ideally, I think. Yeah, so where's Eto out? We want to pop her nuke literally the second Mahoraga's in her range. Boom. So this is going to rely on Eto just popping her ability. We're not going to be giving him any damage reduction with the other units. You know, it's a little awkward, but they're making progress. So she is going to die soon. We're going to have her coming in immediately. Boom. Oh yeah, I forgot she has that. And I mean, I guess that's the strat. Do you just want a team of only Eto for this? Because this might just work with autoplay Eto down, I'm not going to lie. We're just going to only send her out, no one else, and we're going to see if she can just breeze through this. Okay, now that we know that we can farm that pretty easily, we are going to adjust the team real quick. So first, let's just save this as like main or something. And then we are going to take off everyone besides Eto. We clear in about a minute, so it's not too bad. Now we are going to use the codes because one of these codes actually gives soul fragments, and I need some of those like badly. Yeah, I think we have 1 soul fragment roll, or maybe 2. I forgot how much these things are. Oh, we have a few. Prejudice, greed, literally nothing good. Oh, but you know what I just realized? Do you want to know what I just realized? We actually do not have a soul of greed on the team. I mean, 25% item drop rate, that's pretty good, because that also applies to the currency, I believe. I actually think we put this on her, believe it or not. Like, it sounds crazy, but, you know, people aren't running Eto for her M1 damage. They're running her for her absolutely insane ability damage, so it's not going to be end of the world. And with that said, that's literally... Look at the team, bro. It's strictly just Eto. Eto with Soul of Greed on. Man, that is hilarious, bro. Anyways, with that said, we're going to be back when we have Sukuna. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. I might just be back in a few hours because I also have stuff to do, so... Alright, you guys, we're back the next day. Quite a while later. Just been doing a lot of macroing, really. This is a very macro-intensive update. Let me update you. We have a lot of Sukunas. I also did end up getting Gojo, and we also did end up getting Yuta. Getting the units isn't the hard part, especially with the pity. Like, you do runs pretty fast in this game, so you're going to hit 100 runs pretty quickly. The hard part was actually getting the materials. Now, let me not speak too early. Do we even have all of Sukuna's materials? No, we don't. I've been macroing this all night. Sukuna's materials are incredibly hard to get, because this King's Finger is not a guaranteed drop. Basically, how you get this is you have to do Calamity, and every so often, instead of Mahoraga spawning, Sukuna will spawn, and he has a chance to drop the finger, but given how I've been doing this all night and he hasn't dropped it, it seems to be an incredibly low chance. What do we need for Yuta? Promise Ring, Little Frog, Soul Core. Of course he needs takedowns. Gojo needs... of course he needs 2 Limitless Eyes. And then all of them need these Soul Cores, so I'm going to have to macro that stage. I think that's just the Yuki stage, though. I mean, really, though, I can't do much until we get the rest of our Sukuna fingers. We still need 4 more, so I'm just going to go back to macroing that stage. I have been at this for quite some time, though. So, I mean, I do have enough for the materials, though. So, let's go ahead and buy the King Shrine. This is Sukuna's Evo material. And then, we need the Prison Cube, so let's go ahead and get that. And then the Promise Ring, let's go ahead and get that. And then I'll be back after we have Sukuna stuff. He'll probably be the first unit that we evo. Okay, we are back a long time later. Now, first and foremost, let me just say, this event is incredibly grindy. Like, seriously, I didn't realize how grindy this event was. You have to get 4 1% units, and you also have to, like, cross-do the stages so you can get all the evolution materials and whatnot. But as you can see, we have a new person here. We have Yuki. Yeah, I farmed for her. So now pretty much the only thing we need left for all these units to evolve is the little frogs and the demon fang shards. Now these all drop from the same stage. They drop from the ranger stage right before Yuki. So I mean, this shouldn't take too long. Actually, it might, because we have to get a lot. Literally most of the units need this material. We should already have the kills. I've been putting these guys on the team. That's why Gojo and all of them are level 50. But I mean, we're almost done. But it's really just the final stretch. All we have to do is farm that stage, and then we can evo everyone and check everyone out. So I'll be back with you guys in just a little bit. We'll do a full showcase of everyone, see how strong the units are and all that. I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and I'm ready to get this over with. Look at what level my units are. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate this event, bro. Or this update. This shit took so long, bro. After getting the 4 1% units, then you have to get 2 more 1% drops to Evo Gojo. Not just that, but you also have to get multiple, most likely 1% spawns to Evo Sukuna that aren't even guaranteed. It's just, oh my god, bro. We better be able to Evo everyone. I'm dead ass. We better be able to Evo everyone. We're not even going to look at their pre-Evo passive. I literally don't care. I just want to get this over with. There's Sukuna. Let's make sure we can get Gojo next. Where is he? What? How do we not have takedowns? I've been bringing him on every single stage. I've literally been bringing him on. The only way I can imagine he doesn't have takedowns is because, what's it called? Eto's full AoE just one-shots them. Oh my gosh. We got Sukuna. While we get the takedowns, I guess we can go over Sukuna. What do we need? The Gorodo? Is that it? Like, who are we missing? Yuta just needs takedowns. So, okay, we're just going to farm that stage while showcasing Sukuna, I guess. It shouldn't take that long. So we need the Gorodo. That's from here, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and buy that. Why is that more expensive than Sukuna's Evo item? They literally split all these stages with the intention of you taking 40 years to finish this update. But I'm not going to complain. Where's my Sukuna at? Sukuna, where are you, bud? Where are my units at? Alright, let's check Sukuna out. His first passive Shrine. Enemies entering range are inflicted with bleed, dealing 20% damage over 3 seconds, 35% versus bosses. Okay, so he just literally does damage for them even getting close. That's pretty good. You know, 20% isn't the most damage in the world, but I mean, it's over 3 seconds, so. Each bleeding enemy in range grants 3% damage for 15 seconds up to a maximum of 30%. So that's pretty good. That's not just to him. Literally any units that bleed, so maybe Toji. If you bring a, you can probably make a bleed team, honestly. Just have him consistently getting buffed the entire time. I mean, that's not bad. You know, that's always going to be stacking because literally all his attacks apply bleed. Dismantle. Basic attacks apply bleed for 5 seconds. Yeah, literally everything applies bleed. Each bleed tick has a 10% chance to trigger Dismantle, dealing 2 times bleed damage and causing the target to take increased damage for 3 seconds. So he's also a little bit of a buffer. He can have the whole team dealing some pretty good damage. Flame Arrow. When the ultimate is activated, gain plus 10... I mean, read that completely wrong. When the ultimate is activated, gain plus 5 to 10% ability damage every second for 10 seconds. The next ability then burns all enemies in range, dealing 50% of ability damage every second for 10 seconds. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good though. Dealing 50% of ability damage every second for 10 seconds, that's not bad at all. I mean, Sukuna seems like a pretty solid unit, you know, he's, what's it called? He has support capabilities. He's going to be really good with other units that bleed. Does Eto bleed? I believe Eto bleeds. I'm pretty sure she does. There's some stuff you can do there. I want to check out his upgrades next, though. Get him maxed and see what his range is. I highly doubt he's going to be full AoE, but it's Sukuna, you know, the game can surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, this is his max? I mean, he does have crit chance. This does not seem that good. With Duplicator, I was expecting, you know... Yeah, this really is not that good. His damage is okay, I guess. I definitely don't think he's better than Eto, though. I'm going to be completely honest. Also because he doesn't get full AoE, does he? Let me check again real quick. I don't believe he gets full AoE. Yeah, no, he just ends on this line. With a 40-second ability cooldown? What the fuck? That's literally his main thing. Oh, kind of. He's also... Oh, it looks like he's an M1 unit, actually. I mean, so it looks like if you want to lean into that high attack specialization, you can bring the Soul of Fire. If you do, you'll be doing 2 times bleed damage. I mean, okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to see people lab the unit. I want to see what other people come up with. I think you can make him strong, but I don't think he's all that, especially because of his final AoE placement. Like, I'm sorry, but full AoE it's just so useful, man. It's part of the reason why Eto is so good. Do I roll a trait? You know, I'm not gonna lie. Just based off what I've seen, I'm assuming Yuki is probably the most broken character this update. Or at the very least, she's the most expensive, so she better fucking be. So we're gonna roll something on her, you know, as usual, Duplicator or Sov, ideally. What I am curious on, though, is Yuta, if I'm being completely honest. Now, if you're wondering why, I'm not sure if you guys were here for the OG ARX. Unfortunately, I didn't make any videos for it on this channel. I did on my other one. But OG ARX, Yuta was just an absolutely broken unit. He was the first ever limited unit in the original ARX, and the devs didn't even try to balance him. You know, he just one-shotted every single event. You know, I don't even think he was a Seeker, was he? He was just a normal Mythic. And he literally just power creeped every single update because they refused to nerf him. And what is this, Capitalist and Endure 3, bro? Come on now. So yeah, I'm wondering, you know, I kind of doubt that they left him the way he was, but if he is, I'll be completely honest, you can color me surprised. Okay, Duplicator, nice. Alright, you guys, I'm back. I'm losing track of time. Yuta has the takedowns. This is our next unit. Let's just go ahead and get him evo'd. TLDR, Gojo, I'm not expecting much from this unit. This guy actually sucks balls. Like, I had to roll Duplicator on him because he literally cannot get the kills. His base is so slow that by the time he catches up, the game is already over. Like, it wasn't until I got Duplicator on him that I actually started being able to get takedowns. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yuki is the main one getting the kills. She just seems like a pretty decent unit. But, man, gotta say, I don't want to judge too early, but I'm not feeling too hot about any of these guys. I will say, though, I am a fan of Yuta's cosmetic. Okay, let's go and check out what Evo Yuta does. Let's check them out. Let's see. Passive shared growth. Every 3 seconds, 5% ability damage. Oh, plus 5% ability damage and minus 5% ability cooldown. Max 25. Okay, so literally just for being on the field, he gets stronger. That's a pretty good passive. Every 3 hits taken, next hit deals 50% less damage. On fatal hit, receives 1-time KO protection. This is actually pretty good. I was going to say every 3 hits taken, that doesn't matter because in most stages, 1 hit is literally going to be enough to just disintegrate the unit. But he has KO protection. I guess that's pretty good. But at the end of the day, that's all that passive really is just KO protection. He has a 1-time get out of jail free card, but he's still probably going to die instantly again. So that passive is kind of mid. Pure Love, which I'm assuming is his active, 50% ability damage. All enemies take 30% current ability damage every second for 10 seconds. Isn't that a rip from the other passive? Yeah, so Yuta is not that good. His first passive is good, but this one, this Curse Protection, this is really kind of just useless, to be honest. Again, like, if I take this Yuta on dungeons, he's literally going to get one-shots, so that passive will never mean anything. Or actually, this doesn't say all enemies in range. It says all enemies. So when you pop that, does every enemy on the map take that? Let's see. Let's check. Pure Love. Let's see. I kind of wanted cutscenes to be off so I could check that a little easier, but oh well, that didn't really go. Oh, okay. It has a fairly short cooldown, I guess. I mean, still, I don't know if I'd bring Yuta on a stage. Like, it seems like his thing is that he has a lot of HP. I mean, cool. He has, like, I think, what was it? 30k with no Sov? I mean, he's alright. So far, I haven't really seen anything I'm impressed with. Like, the only unit I've seen so far that seems viable is Sukuna. So, I mean, it's falling down to Yuki or Gojo. Alright, look, you guys, I'm over this. We have enough to Evo everyone. I don't even know what time it is, bro. I'm over it. Especially because Gojo took absolutely forever to get his kills. I literally had to devise strategies to get kills on this guy so it didn't take forever. But we can Evo Gojo, we can also Evo Yuki. I don't even know if I have stats to roll on her. Now, I guess I'll say this one more time. I really just don't have a lot of faith in these units, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I know pre-Evo isn't a very good representation of what these units will be doing post-Evo, but like, the stuff I'll see in pre-Evo, I'm concerned. Okay, I'm concerned. Very concerned. You know, speaking of, I also haven't rolled an O yet in this build of ARX. I remember getting one old ARX, but I haven't got one yet, and I've rolled on quite a few. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, there we go. We have pretty decent stats on Yuki. Let's go ahead and just evo her too. Boom. Let's check out their cosmetics. Oh, Yuki doesn't have a cosmetic. Nothing to tell you that they put hard work into this besides units not having cosmetics. Love to see that. Okay, he has a cosmetic, but this is literally the exact same cosmetic he had in old ARX. So, I mean, they didn't really do anything here besides copy and paste it. Literally the exact same cosmetic he had. If we're speaking about exact same, I mean, I guess Yuta's is also literally the exact same as well. Anyways, I digress. Let's just take these units into the test place and see what the hell they do. Yeah, so I'm back. I just did the full breakdown on all the units and it wasn't even recording. So as you can imagine, I'm a very happy camper. Of course I am. We're going to speed run this. This is going to take forever. I'm not rereading through all the passives again. I'm literally just going to state the bare minimum. So basically, Yuki is a builder. Basically, her entire character revolves around this thing called mass. She gets mass for literally existing. She gets mass for doing anything. Of course, she gets more mass, especially for getting kills and for dying, apparently. The mass cap is 100, and at milestone, she is getting specific buffs. You guys can read through. At 10 mass, she gets 25 speed, 25 range, 50 ability cooldown damage at 75. And then at 100, she gets the black hole passive. Now, this passive makes her a pretty good unit. She is full AoE, by the way, if you guys are curious. Basically, it's another KO thing like pretty much every unit this update. When she hits 100 mass and she gets hit or she takes a fatal blow, she becomes immortal and gains 400% ability damage for one ability. But after that ability is used, her immortality is gone, she dies, all buffs are removed, and mass resets and she's building again. Now, if you run this unit with Duplicator, you are going to be building that mass incredibly fast, but it isn't like you need Duplicator to get it, right? You are going to be getting it 2 times faster because, you know, if you're sending out two deaths alone is 40. Literally, by sending her out and having her getting one-shotted, she's going to be building like crazy with Duplicator. But even without it, you know, she's full AoE, so she is going to be getting quite a bit of takedowns. So, you know, she's going to be a usable unit whether you run Dupe or Sov. No idea what the ideal trait for her is. Probably Sov for the damage, most likely. But, you know, Dupe isn't a bad option with her. Next up, Gojo. Like Yuki, he also gets a sort of KO resistant ability. When he survives a fatal hit, he heals 50% HP, teleports back to the base, and gains 30% ability damage until he dies. It's alright, you know, these KO resist passives, they're decent, I guess. You know, you don't have to spend another 2k to replace the unit or however much the unit costs. Infinity, he is immune to stun and slow. Now, I don't really know what units, or I mean, what bosses or enemies slow or stun in this game, if I'm being completely honest. I haven't seen it. It's not something that's really a problem. Every time he activates his ability, or every time he does his ability, he gains damage and range, 36% cap. So ideally for this passive, you'd be wanting him to pop his ability constantly, so you'd be wanting some ability-based gears on him, so you can build that passive as fast as possible. In his ultimate, Limitless Void, if Reverse Technique is not activated, which is basically just this Fatal Blow ability, if he hasn't died and respawned at the base, it stuns all enemies on the map for 10 seconds, and in turn, he gains 100% ability damage for 3 abilities. Now, the interesting part about that is that hits literally every unit on the map, or every enemy on the map. Gojo is not full AoE, by the way, he is a line. But if Gojo has died and he's, you know, he already took the fatal hit, he's back at base, instead, it's going to do 600% ability damage to all enemies in range. And he is going to build some damage, but it is going to reset on death. Overall, he's not bad. I think his passives are pretty good. But from what I've seen, I think the best unit this update is either Yuki or Sukuna. It's probably Sukuna, to be honest. Mainly because Sukuna actually has some team capabilities. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed or not, but most of these units don't really have team capabilities this update. For starters, he can make enemies take more damage, so he's going to be really good for bosses. And also, he's kind of getting buffed by bleeding units as well. But really just this one, causing the target to take increased damage for 3 seconds. That's pretty good, especially because there's not many buffers in this game right now. Eto has some buff capabilities, Umbrella has some buff capabilities, but besides them, he is one of the first buffers in the new ARX, so he's pretty good. But I mean, right now, there's not that many good units in this game. The game pretty much wiped all the good units. So you can generally use all these guys, I'd say, except for Yuta. Yuta sucks absolute balls. Like, this guy needs a revamp. Seriously, one of his passives literally does nothing. Every 3 hits taken, next hit deals 50% less damage. He's not going to survive 3 hits, literally ever. Like, he's going to get one-shotted on most stages. And you know, even if he survives the fatal hit, he's going to die anyways, like instantly. It's not like he gets damage reduction or he does more damage. He's going to die instantly. Now, I will say, even without Sov, he has pretty solid HP. So let me show you guys his health. Without Sov, he has 45k. That is kind of competing with my Eto. So he would be sitting at like 200k maybe. That still isn't enough to tank. I mean, actually, I'm not going to act like it's not. In some game modes, it will be. But if you're doing dungeons and you're like on floor 100 or something, or even if you're on like floor 50, or I mean, even if you're on floor like 30, he's not going to tank. He's not going to tank. And I mean, he might not in raids or calamity either. Those bosses do like 200k per hit or something like that. Either way, you guys saw the video. Get Yuki, get who's the other unit? I forgot. Get Yuki, get Yuki, get Sukuna, get Gojo. I mean, get Yuta if you want to. He has a cool cosmetic. This video's over with. I've been at this for days. Like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in update 2. Oh my gosh, can we never introduce this many units into one update again?